It says I can. Gives me permission. Love the globular hematite. The creme de la creme, the coolest stuff ever. And we are on the Keweenaw. Native copper. Calumet, Home County. It's probably not that far from the cabin. I've used a metal detector, but I've yet to actually dig anything out of the ground. I get hits on the property, but we'll see. Love that. Just about a mile and a half northwest of here. Two beautiful structures. All from this area, copper country. Many form of copper crystals. Crystallization, mineralogy, one of the most complex subjects in geology. This does a basic explanation. And you basically have 6 crystal systems. At least we say 6 here in the US. For some reason, Europe divides into 7, but whatever. It's talk for another time. But they go from simplest to most complex. But these here, even though they say different things, they're all cubic. They're all isometric. Isometric is the crystal system, or cubic. Why are these all cubic? Those don't look like cubes because they're in a cube. Your A, your P, and your C axes are all the same length. And a crystal is always its simplest system. So even though these have more sides, their A's, their B's, and their C's are all the same length, making them cubic crystals. That's how that comes about. You're basically, you have to play with a 20-sided die. That's still a cube. The faces are all the same, what ratios and stuff like that. That's what's important. And so that's what also is one of the things what's confusing and complex things about mineralogy. And copper, if it's going to form crystals, is always going to form in the cubic or isometric system, as most native metals do. Now, they don't always have to form crystals, and crystals are actually rare. Usually metals or native elements will do something like this. Yeah, this kind of confuses me a little. It's kind of cool though. These are Sarah's favorite things in the universe right here. Sarah, wouldn't you love to tumble this right here? Oh, look, copper agates. It's copper in them. Just gonna quick touch this. Already gone over agates. Not gonna do that again. Thompsonite. Sarah has some Pronite and Thompsonite, but this stuff is the greenstone that tumbles. Sarah has some of this. As you can see, it's on Isle Royale, and it's also here on the Keweenaw. Why? Because the largest lava flow, single lava flow on the planet is here in the Upper Peninsula. It crofts out on Isle Royale near Canada, comes under Lake Superior, comes out on this side. So it's found on both sides. A lot of the native copper is found in the, because when the Mid-Continent Rift started to form and spew out basalts, gordo basalts, things like that. Occasionally, after a lava flow, you would get conglomerate that would form on top before the next one, and eventually the Copper Harbor conglomerate formed when volcanic activity essentially ceased. But what you get is you get native copper forming in between the conglomeratic clasts and sometimes around them, leaving things like this, which I think is really cool. Now, these cups would have had clasts of probably basalt or andesite within them. And yeah, there's one of the large pebbles, cobbles actually.